Queens.
Hey Queens, I'm back with another video finally. Sorry I haven't been recording anything recently as I've been doing exams and I've just had so much going on. I'm finally back, I finally got free time. I'll hopefully be recording things more frequently now. Just let me know what you want to see and what you want me to do. So today I've created this glowy summer kind of bronzy look. I know it's kind of the end of summer, but I thought you guys would still want to be able to walk around with glowy and highlighted looking skin. So if you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. First I'm going to use the Dewy Finish NYX setting spray and I want to just spray that on my face to start off with. Okay, I forgot primer and it's at my house, so let's just skip that step. Next I'm just going to use Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops in the shade Sunlight, and I'm going to just put them on top of my cheekbones and where I want to highlight on my face. And to blend this in, I want to use a damp beauty blender. I'm going to dab it all around my face so when my makeup is done, I look glowy in all the right places. Enhancer drops from Cover FX are so good. This is kind of like the same as the Iconic London Illuminator. Iconic London only has 3 shades and this has a few more. So you just have a bigger selection. So now that's blended in and it's kind of like overly highlighted. Foundation, I'm going to use the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the shade Classic Tan. And when I put the foundation on, I don't really go under my eyes because I don't really want to take that up. The skin underneath there is really like thin and then it'll probably crease as well, so I don't really want to put too much product under there. Now that's done, I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to use the KKW concealer in number 6 and I'm just going to put that right underneath my eye, so literally on my eye bags. And down the nose a bit, and on the chin. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm literally just going to dab that right underneath that, and underneath here, and on my nose as well. I want to blend that out with the second beauty blender that I've been using. Set under my eyes, I'm going to use the SMASHBOX contour palette and I'm going to use this shade here for under my eyes and where I've concealed. Next I'm going to use the Studio Fix powder from MAC and I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and just set my entire face. I'm not trying to powder too much because I am going to use another liquid highlighter on top, so if you powder too much it's just going to not go on very well at all. So I'm just very lightly using this powder just to set it and so the foundation and the concealer doesn't budge. Next for contour, I'm going to be using the KKW contour palette and I'm going to be using this shade for my contour and a little bit of that for the bronzer as well, but I'm just going to use a different bronzer for this. For this I'm going to use a Iconic London brush, which is kind of a flat top, so I dip this into the powder and it's going to give a really sharp line on my cheeks. And then with a bronzer brush, I'm just going to dab into this warmer tone and blend that out. And And I'm going to dab into that same warmer colour and just go around my forehead as well. And then with the flat brush again, I'm just going to use the product that's left in the brush just to contour out my nose. A small fluffy brush just to blend that out as well. Okay, right guys, sorry about the lighting. One of my bulbs went out, so I've had to turn both of them and use just the one. I think it kind of looks better anyways, but we'll just carry on as usual. So after I've done the contour, I'm going to go back to the Cover FX Enhanced Drops, just because you can kind of see where the highlight is now under the foundation, but it isn't that clear. So I'm just going to use that again, but you have to be careful to not put too much because it could mess up with the powder. And for this I'm just going to use my finger to blend it out. I'm going to do the other side as well. I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger, dab it on my cupid's bow and the end of my nose. Another area that I kind of like to do as well, literally just above the brows, like just here. Just because when you're outside and you're glowing, that's where you're most likely to glow, just around here. Once I've blended it out with my finger, I use a damp beauty blender and just dab it around so it actually blends into my skin. And now while your face is still kind of wet from the highlighter, some people would think this is probably enough, but because we're going for a really glowy look, we're going to add actual shimmers to it. So for this I'm going to use the Artist Couture highlighter in Illuminati. I'm just going to use a really thin fan brush for this. As you can see, most of my face and large areas of my face have got liquid highlighter on it, so that's why I'm going to use a thin brush to just put the highlighter above my cheekbone so it kind of pops in the middle. This is something I usually do like every day, and it's just a little trick just so that you have kind of like a base highlighter and then a shimmery highlighter on top, so it kind of pops out a bit more. Putting this powder highlighter in all the areas that I want to look glowy, which is basically everywhere. I'm going to use my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, which is just a bit of a warmer tone than the Kim Kardashian contour kit, just so I look a bit more bronzy. Usually with every look I do this as well. Get back to the Studio Fix MAC powder and lightly dab just on my face, just so it kind of sets, because obviously you've got a lot of makeup on, so you don't want it to budge and you don't want it to look a bit greasy or if you get hot. So I just kind of put this on top of it a little bit, and because you've got so much highlighter on it, doesn't really take the glow away. I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to use MAC Soar Lip Liner. And just with my finger I'm just going to bring that down so I don't really fill in my entire lips, because you kind of want it to look a bit natural. And then next I'm going to use the FENTY lip gloss. I don't know what shade this is. I think this is just the original shade. I think it's called Fenty Glow. Because I've done my eyebrows and my eyeshadow first, I'm going to put on a bit of dark eyeshadow underneath my eye just to bring everything in together, as well as mascara on my bottom lashes. To finish everything off, I'm going to use the Iconic London Prep Set Glow in the shade, I don't know what shade this is, but this is the darker shade. I've used most of it on holiday because it just makes your skin look really glowy, even if you have no makeup on or if you've got a full face on, it just makes you look really, really glowy. So this is the best thing to use today. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial on how I created this glowy look, which is no doubt very, very glowy. I'll have all the products that I use listed below and the links on where you can buy them as well. And don't forget to like this video, share this video and subscribe to my channel, and also watch my other videos. Comment something nice. If you don't like the video, don't comment. Unlike it if you want. If you want any more videos, if you want to request anything, let me know. And I will see you next time. Bye! I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow.